Good morning, Desiree, and to our viewers. Yes, certainly we're back here at the slain Mr. Mapiti Matsena's home. Of course, this is the house where he took his last breath following that unfortunate incident. Of course, as you know, that he lost his life after apparently an intruder gained entry to the home and attacked him and his family, and he was subsequently stabbed multiple times, and he succumbed to, of course, those injuries after the attack here at his home. And since then, we have seen that the news of his death has been received with a lot of shock and outrage. Of course, yesterday we were here where the ANC members, his comrades, came in their numbers to come and pay tribute, to come and pay their respects, to come and pour out their condolences with the family. But most importantly, they also came here with a message to the criminal justice system, and that is a message of justice. They have asked that this matter be dealt with speedily so that the perpetrator, the person that is responsible for claiming Mr. Matsena's life, robbing him of his life, robbing him from his family, that person must be brought to book. And it is on that backdrop that today the Minister of Police, and of course accompanied by the MEC of Community Safety, they also here in their professional capacity, but they also here as his comrades. You would understand that they all belong to the same political party, the ANC. So they're here to pay their respects to the family. They're here to support the family. They're here to play that comradely role. But they're also here as people who are part of cabinet, people who are leaders in the Gauteng province, to see what it is that they can do to make sure that they hear the family's demands in their hour of need, but also give them the support that they need. And as well, just to find out how can they string together all the pieces of information that is given to them by the family. You would understand the attack happened in front of Mr. Matsena's wife, in front of his children. So they are the people who last saw him alive. They are the people that can actually help the police. They are the people that can help intelligence to piece together the information that is at this point needed to find the people that are, of course, responsible for this incident. And Desiree, yesterday, speaking to the ANC members that were here, you know, the question that I asked was the irony of this whole situation. Mr. Matsena, being the chairperson of the community safety portfolio in the Gauteng legislature, as I said yesterday in that story, that not even his position saved him from the scourge of crime. And that, again, you know, goes back to highlight that no one is safe from crime. And that is how, crazy crime has gotten in our country. And these are some of the questions we're going to ask the police minister when he is done with his, of course, talks with the family inside, just to talk about, you know, whether maybe this again highlights the scourge of crime in the country, and this again pushes for stronger political will to really get to the root of what is behind crime. But Desiree, just to put another point that is very important here, it's this death is not just an incident that is making us look at crime. There are so many questions that we are asking. We're asking, was this a hit? Could this have been perhaps a political assassination? We don't have the answers. Of course, at this time, you would understand that there's still investigations that are happening. Police are trying to piece together all the information to get to the bottom of this. But either way, we're asking all the relevant, all the difficult, and all the uncomfortable questions so that we can get to what really happened. What is behind the killing of Mr. Mapiti Matsena? You would understand that this is a man, if you go back to the 2016 elections, local elections in Tshwane, he played a pivotal role at the time when we saw that impasse, when we saw the chaos erupted in Tshwane before the elections, and ultimately leading to the ANC in Tshwane losing the capital city. So you have to ask perhaps if maybe his killing could be linked to the political role that he has been playing, the political positions that he has been occupying. This is a man that has been very vocal, This is a man that has also emerged in a certain faction in the capital city. So all these questions really need to be interrogated, need to be probed and really perused to the fullest of capacity so that we get to the bottom of what happened here. Was this a random crime, or could this have been a political hit? That remains one of the questions that we are asking at this juncture. Desiree?
Patricia, the EFF also releasing a statement this morning saying that part of their leadership will be coming through to the homestead. Has that happened?
That has not happened, yes. They spoke to me this morning. They confirmed that they will be visiting the family a little bit later. They are expected to arrive anything between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You would understand that some of the EFF members, they worked very closely with Mr. Matsena in the Gauteng legislature. And of course, here in Tshwane, they also worked very closely with him. Although they worked in different political parties, they sat together in the Tshwane Council. So they ran the ground together, you would say, as fighters and comrades. So it is on that backdrop that some of them would come here and also pay their respects. And again, they too would perhaps come here to call for justice and also make sure that we really ask those difficult questions of what really happened here. So we are expecting their arrival later this morning, or as I said, perhaps early noon, as they will also be coming here. So, and I don't think it's just the EFF. We expect a whole lot of other high-profile political figures will also descend here at the family home to just, walk this journey with the family, pour out their respects, but most importantly, ask for justice and push that the criminal justice really do its best to get to the bottom, to get to the root of what is at play here. Desiree?
So we'll be coming back to you at some point for that chat with the minister.